Well, about Nick Osta's Brawl 2, honestly, I think it achieved what it set out to do. It's just that people were thinking it was going to be more than it was. Which is,
I don't
you
even.
know, it's just a small...
I don't even.
It's a small indie title that had a little bit of post-launch support. I think that's pretty much all they set out to do. They didn't promise anything more than that. They did pretty much what they wanted.
I feel like the thing was like, not even like in that sense. It's just like the game came out, and I think it did a lot of things well, but no one wanted to play it or trust it. Or I don't know the question was. But
I usually like to say this about the platform fighter genre. It's kind of going through the same like growth pains that the fighting game scene went through in the 90s. You know, when Street Fighter was the first big one, and then everyone was making copycat fighting games. Think Fighters History, those weird ones that nobody remembers nowadays. Like the ones that were really derivative and stuff. The genre hasn't gotten to the point where like it really can diversify itself into a few big titles that coexist, you know. We're still in the era where there's one big dominating title and then everyone wants to play only that big title, and they see other competitors as a, why would I play this over
why would I play
title?
this when I could play Smash Brothers?
So we haven't quite gotten to the point where like there's people who are like, you know, I play multiple of these, or I enjoy multiple of these at a like big enough proportion. There's definitely some of them now, but I don't think like it's big enough for the comparisons to go away, you know? Like, the fact that they're still calling them Smash clones kind of implies that Smash is the only big one and everything else is an imitator. Which definitely was the case back in like the 90s, you know? Everything's like Street Fighter and then Street Fighter clones. Of course, nowadays it'll be really... like, no one is calling, like, you know, Guilty Gear a Street Fighter clone, or Tekken a Street Fighter clone, etc, etc.
Yeah, it's a full genre.
Actually, yeah, if we don't want to talk about 3D titles, we can just, like, sticking in the realm of 2D titles. There's a lot of big 2D fighting game titles now, and they're all recognized for their own thing. It's not so much like, you know, all Street Fighter clones and stuff. So it feels like platform fighters are kind of still in that growing pains era, you know, where everything is still being called a Smash fighter. And for a game to succeed, people have to think that it has to outcompete Smash rather than coexist with Smash, or even just have a small corner of itself next to Smash, you know.
Yeah,
so I don't blame anyone for like calling like looking for Smash killers and stuff like that, but the fact that they're still using that terminology kinda says a lot, I guess, you know, about where the headspace of the consumers in the genre are right now. I think it'll take a while. And it might need like big titles from big developers before it really starts diversifying, since I don't think indie budgets can produce the kind of things that people are looking for, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like this game specifically was the chance.
Yeah, it was the biggest chance, but
they
you know,
mishandled.
Yeah, project mismanagement.
Yeah.
And that scared off a lot of people from the concept.
Yeah, we all heard that like
Riot was apparently going to do one, but then they got scared off by the idea because of how MultiVersus.
They were like, "Oh,
it's not financially viable." But then when you find out about MultiVersus and how it was handled, it was actually a really small team who had no idea how to do a live service game. Honestly, they didn't have like a roadmap, you know, for the really long term, which is why everything seemed a little haphazard and things just kind of get added as and when. Like, you know, the fact that they churned out shields in like just a couple months, that's not normally a thing that can happen in most games in terms of like changing an entire system mechanic like that. Like, you see games like Street Fighter and Guilty Gear, when they add new mechanics or big changes, they're like on a year or more before they do that. It takes a lot of time and testing, you know. But it felt like, I guess what I'm saying is that it felt like MultiVersus were implementing a lot of changes reactionary Like the community is complaining about X thing, we should do X thing about it, and then they just rush into going it without actually fully considering the full picture of how the game's like entire system as a whole would pan out, you know?
Yeah.
And like that kind of design sense usually doesn't happen at bigger studios, so it makes sense that it's a much smaller studio and this was their first title and everything. So I don't necessarily blame them for not knowing how to handle it. It did feel like they were in over their head a little bit though, but like no, that's the reason we got what we got.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I just chucked Jerry off stage. He's dead.
What is it?
Also, this
It
is
is
now
unfortunate though, yeah.
this is now the Platform Fighter podcast chat.
Like the other games that also have like the big what is it? No, that have all the things that would like make you wanna enjoy the game. Don't have like the rosters like Rivals.
Yeah, the big IP pool is MultiVersus' biggest selling point for sure.
Yeah, it's the one that actually has the IP to go along with the platform fighter disc that it has.
Yeah, and I appreciate that they tried free to play. I mean, I definitely got a lot of I definitely got a lot out of it without spending a single dime.
Did you?
But
oh gosh.
yeah, clearly it wasn't profitable because they didn't have a long-term roadmap plan for maintaining live service. Live service is a really tough thing to do, you know. When it pops off, it really pops off. That's the thing. That's why a lot of companies are still doing it, or at least trying to do it.
Always.
Because they just need one title to pop off and that's it, they're set. Or like, a studio can survive just based on one of those, you know, and then they can make as many other smaller projects that they want. But it's a risky business, you know. And to succeed, you really need a steady stream of content constantly being added. Which means you need to have like you need to have like probably at least a year, if not 2 years in advance of content plan. That's how long you need to plan it. Speaking from my own experience. That long. Yeah, speaking from my own experience of working in AAA on some live service stuff as well. Yeah, we had like plans out for at least a year and a half.
Dang.
And from what I heard about MultiVersus, they did not have that kind of roadmap. They were working on much shorter term basis. And I'm not talking about like characters and stuff. Obviously, they had characters planned in advance. But I'm talking about like, you know, the stuff that they put in like the battle passes, the thing that's meant to monetize the game. You know, incentives for the players to keep playing, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I don't think Rifts hit for everybody, you know? Like, I made content out of it, but I wouldn't say it's the best content in the world anyway. Like, the mode, I mean. It's alright. I had fun with it. I made my own fun out of trying to challenge the really tough stuff. But, yeah, I wouldn't say it's like... It's not like cinema or anything.
Yeah, they didn't... I don't know. I don't feel like they put enough effort into making it feel like a story. Like they gave it an opening cutscene and they were like, okay.
Honestly, I don't think it needed a story necessarily. Like, what we got was fine. I think what they needed was probably I don't know, more incentives.
Wait, I do have White Raven. What? I just don't have the school. What? Why do I have the white? Wait, what? Is this like the Battle Pass one?
No, this one is the school one, I think.
Weird.
Hang on, let me check. Let me check what skins I have, because I have all the Battle Pass ones.
I thought this was the Battle Pass skin
oh yeah, this is the Battle Pass one.
I didn't buy the Battle Pass. What?
Oh wait, no, okay. This one was a coin redeem.
It was a coin redeem? Oh.
Yeah, I think so. When that event was live or something like that.
Okay.
Anyways,
That makes sense. I
we
was
can jump
gonna
with
say,
chat
I was
real
like,
quick. Rivals of Aether 2. Yeah. So the difference with that is that Rivals of Aether 2 isn't aiming to be a free-to-play live service big ass game. So it'll survive just fine. Don't worry. That game makes its profit by selling copies. For the most part.
no, I thought it was skin-based.
Yeah, it does have post-launch content, basically. And yeah, they will make some more revenue off of that. They're trying to do that. But, like, basically, it's not the only thing they're banking on.
Yeah.
They have their raw sales, and that will fund the studio to keep going for a good amount of time later, you know. What the DLC will probably go into funding is, like, their post-launch support. Adding more characters, porting to more systems, because that costs money. Esports stuff, if they want to put some money into pots for that stuff, you know. Which is, you know, it's a good strategy. It'll keep the lights on in the studio, and then they have extra money from doing extra stuff if the game does well. So they got a good base to start off with, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't be worried about Rivals of Aether 2. I haven't played a lot of it because it's a really difficult game and I haven't found the time to like sit down and properly learn it. But I'm definitely wanting to play more, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would play more, or I would play it in general if it was on console.
Yeah, I know you're a console gamer, so like them being PC only at the start, it is what it is. I do know they are porting to other platforms later on.
Yeah, at an unknown time.
Yeah. And the reason for that, I mean, other than, you know, just having to put it into the platforms and stuff, putting a game on a platform actually costs money because they have to go through this thing called certification. Basically, you gotta send the game to like Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo, and then they'll have to make sure to run some tests on their end to make sure that your game doesn't, you know, crash their operating system, doesn't like have any exploits that could end up jailbreaking their consoles, complies with their financial, well, not financial, like their monetary systems, you know, for buying games and DLC and stuff. There's a bunch of things that basically they need to make sure it plays nice with their system. And to send a game for certification is actually really expensive.
Dang.
That's also the reason why like patches for console games aren't as quick or fast as PC versions, because every time you send in a new patch, you have to go through cert again.
Yep.
So that's why they collate a bunch of changes first, and then they do major patches, and they send them in once at a time. So yeah, Rivals to indie titles, indie studio with indie money. Makes sense that they're hedging their bets first, see how much they make, and then if they have if they're the funds to, then you know, send it in for cert, and then they'll port it. Seems like they did pretty well though, so they're probably gonna do it.
Yeah, they said it's in their pipeline.
Yeah, they probably, I think they promised it because they made enough money from the Kickstarter that they know they can afford to send it for certification. So it'll happen eventually. It'll probably be on Switch too.
Hopefully on PS5, but it might just be on Xbox.
PS is a pretty safe bet, I guess. Was Rivals 1 not on PlayStation?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think Rivals 1, at least it started only on Xbox.
Yeah, I remember it was Xbox. Yeah, the console version was Xbox first. That's also why they got Ori, I think.
So I don't. So it might end up happening again. It might be the second Xbox exclusive. But maybe it'll get Ori again because of it. Who knows?
Oh,
anyway.
I forgot about that. You know they buffed his down B? It does this now.
Really? Is it bigger now?
It's bigger, yeah. And it scoops, I think.
They just said we have to make this move not a meme anymore.
Hmm.
Definitely was a meme.
HDR, huh? Yeah. Mods are cool, but yeah, they're a different financial situation than actual indie titles being released. I do have a modded Switch actually. I should probably, if there's ever time to start messing around with modded Ultimate, now's probably a good time. Especially since there was some really cool stuff coming out lately. Did you know, chat? Somebody ported like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Phoenix Wright to Smash Ultimate. He's real, and they actually like preserved everything, his entire evidence gathering mechanisms and everything. Oh yeah, hey, check this out.
Oh?
Did you see it?
What? Hit the bird? What the heck? Do you get more movement on that, or?
It hits on the way down now.
Oh my god.
Remember?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it only hit on the ground.
Yeah, it only had the ground hitbox previously. They finally changed it to work the way you think it would work. So he actually has a landing option now.
That's so funny. It looks like the when it hits the ground, it's a little bit weaker now because of that.
No,
I feel like that thing used to be like scary.
It's the same. It's just because that it's like you might be bounced out of it if you're getting hit in the air down to the ground.
I see.
Yeah, it still hits pretty hard. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. I think fun picks like Banana Guard are fine. You gotta spice things up
I remember that. I remember the complaints, just like Banana Guard.
Wasted character slot.
Where's I forgot what character people would always say, but yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's fun to have like a Piranha Plant type character every now and then, you know?
Yes. People did say the exact same thing about Piranha Plant. So.
Shadow time.
But you know, then again, I'm also the type of player who's like, I'm more about like the character themselves are cool as well. I do get enjoyment out of picking characters that I recognize and enjoy, but ultimately it's the moveset that I fall in love with, you know. If it's a character I like but they don't play very much like the way I like, I probably won't play him very much.
I agree.
But like a character like Banana Guard, which, you know, I haven't even watched Adventure Time. I don't know much about them other than the fact that they're like a generic Goomba type move. But you know, they got a basic swordy style playstyle, and I dig it. They're fun enough, so I vibe with them.
Yeah, that's like the same in Smash, where like there's all the characters that I should like, or that I do like Lucario, and I try to play them sometimes, but
that said, I do think Ben 10 would have been really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a pity we're never gonna get him. He was one of the most requested characters. And like, the possibilities would have been endless. He's got all the... He could have so many stances.
God, I would have liked the Animaniacs.
Oh yeah, that's another one. They got a stage at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dexter was the other one. Since he has a stage, but he's not in here. He's just a boss. Oh god. Even with her floating, it's kind of hard to tell when she's safe to attack.
Yes. Oh. God. Ooh. No, let's not do that.
It's only one
we
hit
already
now,
did it.
don't worry. It's not like it lingers.
God.
The one flying this ship.
As it's off, don't worry. Mojo's not gonna do anything. He's just a platform.
No more random.
I mean, we can
Oh
still
come
blow
on!
him
No,
up,
no,
I
no,
think.
no.
Oh no, we can't blow him up.
Dang! Not even.
He's invincible.
It was me. The one flying this ship.
Not the anti-air grab. Alright, you know what?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
This is taking forever.
Can't land. I have a solution for it now. he did badly need it.
Hope you're not afraid of the dark.
Oh!
Could not land to save his life.
Oh my God! Please!
This you see this? This is called footsies.
Oh my God! Just keep on. I love that. I love her side B when she doesn't have bird.
Would you say with bird or without bird is better actually?
I'm a bigger fan of without bird, but all this stuff is also really good, but I'm just not good enough to actually use it. Having a projectile is easier for me
Can't
to
believe you
manage.
committed.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta respect my landing option now. And I can dodge out of it still.
Shadow time.
Oh!
it's still it!
It still hit! I thought I was safe! What was
I
that
thought you were
hitbox?
safe too! I was thinking to myself, at least I threatened. I got you scared, and then it still hit. Oh God.
Your soul is mine.
Ah,
Oh.
do not spike me. No.
I can taste your fear.
Oh God. No, that's. Oh my God. Okay.
I tried to chase! I went for it!
I see you don't want to enter the bird area.
It is not bird time.
Oh gosh.
I can't believe you keep mashing buttons after your jab's blocked.
I'm dead.
No respect. No respect at all.
I am so used to what is it? Pre-shield. My brain is just bashing will always work.
Yeah. Just mash harder.
Just match harder. It will beat the shield if you match hard enough.
Surely. Well, I mean, it is depleting the dodge gauge, but not by much.
But yeah.
You should try using it sometime. You might get more punishes on me that way.
Oh my gosh.
You comboed off the trade? What the heck?
I can't believe that. Dang.
All according to plan, I guess.
Your soul is mine.
Whoops. Wrong way.
Right from the astral plane.
The banana guard left in the face of death.
Ah. Accidentally got rid of bird. Oh, I got touched.
Low.
Ugh, that sucked.
Oh god.
Oh,
I almost died, chat.
No, I should have done it behind me.
Oh, burnout. What the heck? Not good.
It's
I control the darkness.
I tried to mess around with the new movement mechanics too much. I'm dead.
it
Except
missed.
oh, you committed. I keep letting go of the jab because I expect people to stop.
I was hoping you'd like go shield.
That's icy grasp.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Ooh. Ow.
Banana attack.
Ow, 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 ow.
Lose match point.
Ow.
Spacing. Full cease.
Oh my gosh.
It's much bigger. You gotta
The
respect it.
range.
No! Man, he's staring at it. Staring at it coming down on me. F. Okay. Let's see. What else do I feel like playing?